There are all sorts of ways someone can become a social media legend today. They most often involve doing or capturing something wild or big. But an acquaintance of mine, Caleb, became a local social media celebrity for doing something small. Caleb rented a room from a friend of mine who owned a beautiful home on the edge of town. The home overlooked rolling hills to the west and had a beautifully fenced pasture to the east where horses one time roamed. I imagine that Caleb's room overlooked that pasture as he dreamed of the day where he would no longer have to pay rent. It didn't take him long to take action on that dream. With his friend's permission, he pulled the frame of a trailer into that empty pasture and started construction on his tiny house. We can't help but look at the phenomena of tiny houses and smile, like when we look at someone's children and see a miniature, cuter version of their parents. It's charming and quaint. Most of us would never entertain the idea of it. It's a novelty, not something for the average person. At least, that's what we tell ourselves. But I imagine that a lot of the attention the tiny house movement has received has come with a little longing and secret jealousy. Wouldn't it be nice to be unburdened from all the stuff we think we need? What would be possible if we didn't have to pay rent or a hefty mortgage? How would it feel to be able to just pick up and go? You may have no plans to shrink your estate, but perhaps it's time to cast aside some of the invisible burdens your soul bears and enjoy a little more freedom wherever you go. Maybe it's time to put your focus on God so that your relationships won't be held back by the way people respond to you. Perhaps you're ready to sort through all the uncertainties about your faith and trust God to strengthen you and prepare you for the toughest times. There's a chance you're done carrying the burden of trivial conflicts, and you're prepared to take a step toward better relationships with humility. Maybe God has shown you the weight of religion, and you're feeling the invitation to move into His presence instead. And it's possible that you're ready to ride into joyful vistas by embracing the good God has provided and keeping an expectant eye on the life to come. We all bear weights that God never created us to carry, but we don't have to carry them anymore. God is inviting us to unpack our burdens and become people who release others from our expectations and pay attention to those around us. He is calling us to become people who walk with confidence and whose connection with the living God frees us from fear and fills us with hope. Can you see it? The door is open, and God is ready to do something amazing in you.